Hello, hi, and welcome to the video. It's Ed, and I want to show you ClikDelivery today. It's a very exciting new rev share. I've just joined, and a lot of people are starting to take notice of this one now, and I want to show you why. ClikDelivery is a brainchild of Ilyas Noukaila, who lives in Morocco, and he's a really good top marketer. He's been a top producer in Traffic Monsoon and My Paying Ads, as well as others, and he's able to he knows exactly what's required from a rev share. So he's built this up gradually and has this wealth of experience, and he knows what marketers want. All right. So there you can see my second point there. I put there is there's no percent repurchase rule. Normally there's a 50-50 split, 70-30 in other rev shares, but this is a no purchase, so it means that you can withdraw your money anytime you want. Okay, so that's a great benefit. Now look at this second point here, third point. Maximum withdrawal $1,000 a day. Think what that would make a difference to your economy. I'm betting it would. $1,000 a day is what you can go for, and that's $7,000 a week. It's 7-day-a-week withdrawal. Pretty fantastic. Ad packs have an ROI, a return on investment of 130%, which and the shares start at $5, and you can work your way up through to $40 to get that 130%. So pretty cool. No membership fees. Unlike other rev shares, you've got no membership fees. Whatever level you buy at, you can still carry on buying, and you don't have to pay any membership. A lot of rev shares suffer from the fact that they're always, if you're in first, it's the people at the top or the people who are in first that make the money, because they're relying on income coming in from new members all the time. But what Ilyas has done here is to introduce, right at the moment he's got AdSense approved ads going on, so that's an extra revenue, and he's adding other external income streams to that as well as we go along. The site is not being knocked up overnight and just a bought script that anybody can do from their back garden or basement, whatever. All I'm saying is it's a very professionally built site. The payment processors that they use are Payzar, Solid Trust Pay, Perfect Money, and Payeer. You need to be qualified or verified in one of those in order to get your money in and out, of course. Out is being the particularly important part. And there's a daily cap, at least to start with, of 5% per earnings on the share. That may change. We can look at the updates as we go along, but it's a very good return to start with. It's realistic, other than other companies that can offer you 15, 20, 25%, 30, even 40% I've seen, which is crazy to start with, because the company, is a business. The company's got to have the money coming in. So even if they're getting extra money in, there's no point paying it out. When it builds up too much, then all of a sudden they'll run out of money and they can't do anything. So it's built for stability and longevity, which is something that I like in a rev share. Okay. So let's go and have a quick look at who we're dealing with. So this is Ilyas, and as you can see, he's lounging by his nice pool. He's a very contactable guy. I have written to him a couple of times. My sponsor, Drew, has been in conversation with him for over 2 years, met through My Paying Ads and so on like that, and has built a relationship, so he knows, and I trust his judgment on that one. And because they also have a very active group, which I encourage you to join. You'll see that when we get into the program in just a minute. And you can see that he updates regularly. Every day he's making some updates, and there's all the people in the group here that you can see are doing very, very well. It's all very, very doable. Payments are on time, which is always nice to see, and you can see it's multilingual. We've got some Arab friends in here as well. So very active site. Get involved with that. There's another payment. Somebody's done a test payment there of $18. We'll come back to payments and other things first in a little while. So let's go to ClikDelivery and set up an account, and then you can log in and add your funds and get going in this really, really quickly and be earning by tomorrow. Okay, so here we go. This is the exciting part where we're going to look at the site a bit more and join. You can see here the top earners with their commissions. There's my friend Drew, my sponsor. Drew, good luck to you, Drew. You're doing really well, really well. There's the welcome, and you can read through that all for yourself. These are the ad revenue shares that I was talking about, from the $5 shares through to the $40 shares, and what they're paying. 110% on the lower level, 115, 120, 130% on the larger level. And then they've got the banner ads, the text ads, the business directory ads, logins, and PCC ads, which we can use. We can talk about those later on. You can have a look at those. And then what the payment processes are, as we mentioned before. And sign up now. There's some places here waiting for ads. Really exciting. You can get in on this early and get your ads out there shown very, very quickly. Okay, so that's just a quick skim through the page. So let's go and do what we need to do next, and that is to join. I have already joined, of course, so I could log in here if I wanted to, and that's what you'll get in a minute. But before that, you need to come down here, scroll down, and put in your first name, your last name. You know, if I put in here, it would be Ed Kirwan. Oh, Kirwan. This is if I was just going to be opening a new account, of course. Your email address. I always recommend that you copy and paste your email address, unless you're a super efficient typist. You may make a mistake, and you don't want to do that, because otherwise you won't get your notification. You'd put in your username and your password twice here. The payment processor that you want to use. In my case, I use Solid Trust Pay. I know Payzar is very popular. Perfect Money and Payeer. If you're using those, use those for sure. I do use them, but that's for collecting payment more other than what I'm going to pay out with. And your payment processor ID. Make sure that you agree to the terms of service. Okay, and then you would register. Once you're registered, you will get an email. So it's just saying, thank you very much, your account is registered, and you would click this to confirm and activate your account. Okay, that's in your Gmail or in whatever email you have, of course. All right. So once you've done that, it's a very, very simple process. You would come in here and log in. Don't need that. Okay. Right, we're logged in. I haven't served any ads yet today. We'll come back to and do that. Well, we can do that now. You need to serve your ads, so you can just click on that, and it'll come up. You go down here, and you need to click 10 each day. Excuse me, I'm just going to get a little. So you come in here and you'd click on the ads, and you watch those for 15 seconds. Each one needs to go through. and you need to do that 10 times. I'm not going to bore you with doing the whole process, because I'm sure if you've seen it once, you can replicate that very, very quickly. But now that's gone through, just click away from the page, and you can just carry on and do the next one and next one and next one until you've done your 10 ads during the day. That's very simple, that's very straightforward, that's all you need to do. So once you've clicked your ads, all you need to do is go up here to the overview, click on that, and you'll come back to this page. Excuse me, a little bit of mouse trouble. Now, if you don't want to surf ads every day, you can come in here and you can buy surf free ads. When you've got enough money in there, you might want to do that. So on like that. That's something that to bear in mind for the future. So later on, when you start getting referrals, which is what you need to do to build up your balance in your account quicker, you'll see that you'll get the different payment processes, and then that's where you will be repurchasing your new shares. $8 here in Payzar, 74 in TrustPay. Nobody's using Perfect Money at the moment, but they have got I've got $44.50 in Payeer, and that's what you use to buy your new shares with, and or take it out. And that's why it's important to get yourself sorted out with all these different payment processes, because if somebody's paying with Perfect Money, for instance, you want to be able to withdraw it through Perfect Money. Okay, just a little tip there for you. So what we need to do, the last little part for this video before it goes too long, we won't go into advertisements and so on in this particular video, but we need to put some money in to finance our account. So we do that by going up to Finance and Add Funds. I've got a sticky mouse this morning, so I need to go and change that a little bit. So what you do is you come down here, and we're going to pay with Solid TrustPay. You can see the different rates if you want to choose the different companies. Perfect Money, no percent fees. Payeer 2%, 3% on Solid TrustPay, and 4% on Payeer. But I use Solid TrustPay. You can see it's a minimum fee of $10. So just for the argument's sake, we're going to put the $100 in there. Oops, I don't think I agreed to the payment there. You have to remember to put the agree the payment there. Okay, so we've got that. I'm just going to shut this off while I make my payment, and we'll come back in just a second. And then it will tell you here that the payment was successful right there. Okay, so that's it. Next thing is to go and buy our shares. We want to purchase position there. $5 ad packs. Building from the bottom up so that we get to the turnover more quickly, buying those, even though it's a less rate, it's 110 as opposed to 130 on the top tier. Well, that wraps up my ClikDelivery review for this video. We'll be looking at some other features in future ones, but in the meantime, I can say I'm really looking forward to working with this program. It's excellent, as I say, got a good pedigree, shall we say. So if you'd like to find out more and connect with me on Facebook, and we'll be doing some more reviews in future days, in coming days. And I'm here either on YouTube or on Facebook. You can always get hold of me, and I look forward to seeing you and talking to you then. In the meantime, I'll leave you with this picture of this handsome chap over there, and we'll see you in another video. Bye bye now.